And first up, we cut across to some breaking news coming in as we're learning that 132 noted Indian citizens have written to Pulitzer jury raising questions on the citation that called Kashmir a contested territory and alleged that Kashmir's independence was revoked. I straight away want to cut across to Major General G.D. Bakshi, who is joining us on the phone line. Sir, first up, was this a very important step that should have been taken earlier on, and questions needed to be raised on this? What do you have to say?
Absolutely. You see, there are a number of intelligence agencies who go around buying some of our people all over the world to say things against their own country. How are they paid? Under everybody's nose through the medium of these so-called Pulitzer prizes, Roman Magsaysay. Just take a list of the Roman Magsaysay award winners. You will see a very curious fact. Most of them are anti-nationals to the core, who have been talking against their country, who have been, lionizing the Tukde gang, the Breaking India forces. They are the biggest supporters of these, and they have been listed for these awards. They have been paid openly. कैसे आपको जो है वो उनको पैसा खिला रहे हैं, and they are on top of the world. Their one quality which is common is that they have been talking against India. Not only this, Nobel prizes have also been given to some these kinds of propagandists. Have you heard the name Alexander Solzhenitsyn? He was given the Nobel Peace Prize for Literature because he had been bad-mouthing his country, the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union broke up, unfortunately, and this man went laughing all the way to the bank. So there are lots of people who will sell their soul, जो अपने बिल्कुल ही ज़मीर बेच देंगे पर. This is what is really, really, truly sad. And ये जो पुलित्जर प्राइज के विजेता है लेटेस्ट, क्या किया है इन लोगों ने? क्या इन्होंने साइटेशन पढ़ी? वो पुलित्जर प्राइज लेते टाइम disputed territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Is that the stand of your country? Don't you belong to this country? आपका passport नहीं है इंडिया का. Yet you want to do, disloyal things like this. और चंद कांच के टुकड़ों के लिए आप अपना जमीर बेच दो. You'll sell your soul for a few pieces of silver. That is the problem. That is why we are quite fed up that these, people who get the Pulitzer Prize Award, Roman Magsaysay Award, and who want to get nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize and the Nobel Literature Prize, etc. We have to look very deeply. A lot of the literary awards also go to people. First they are given a literary award, and then they come back and start bad-mouthing India. Certain foreign-based publications publish only a certain type of book. And if they publish other books, they don't promote them. They promote only books which have an anti-Indian agenda. I can tell you this. How many of the anti-Kashmir, anti-human rights, anti-this thing is supported from outside, is funded from outside as part of a deliberate plan to break up your country, to destroy your country. These Breaking India forces are backed by lots of power and money of foreign intelligence agencies. The ISI, if you please, that yatim country has enough funds to fund people here. And people are shameless enough to take funds from enemy country like Pakistan and say what they want them to say. Say what they want them to. This has gone far enough. I think it's about time that our people need to be sensitized to this kind of a tamasha, because we think अगर गोरे आपको कुछ कह दे तो वाह वाह वाह. अगर you've gotten a kudos from the West, then you are a great Indian. Then automatically you become a very big man, because the Westerners have endorsed you. They have backed you. They have given you a Pulitzer Prize. They have given you a Roman Magsaysay Award. They have given you a Booker Award. That means you are just the last word. You are the ultimate. Whatever you say now is the gospel truth. The Indians must believe those who have been endorsed by the West. Your leftist liberal historians, they've all been backed by Western universities, Western presses. They get called there, they get endorsed there,
And that gives them legitimacy in India.
Yes.
Indians will listen to them only and only because the Westerners
Yes.
have endorsed these people. It is shameful. Have some guts, stand up on your own feet.
And there has
Take the
been,
awards
Major
of
General G.D.
your
Bakshi, there has been a lot of negative sentiment ever since these awards were announced and the way in which they have been chosen. You think there's a very deliberate attempt to legitimize a wrong narrative when it comes to Kashmir and the kind of message they want to put out? And how do you take on this lobby?
Not just legitimize, create a false narrative on Kashmir, promote a false narrative on Kashmir, and then it is given a stamp of approval. Please quote this fellow. He is a traitor of India. So he's been given the Pulitzer Prize. He's been given the Roman Magsaysay Award. She has been given the Booker Prize. Now go right ahead and quote them in Washington Post, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, etc., 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 and this becomes the truth. So we have to get post-truth now, right? Because they are deliberately peddling these false narratives. There is a whole ecosystem of intelligence agencies, not created now, created in the Cold War. It's active since then, and even earlier. Before the World War, it was in place, it was active, and you look for vulnerable people, pliable people whom you can buy over, and you give them money openly. Earlier, money used to be given clandestinely, and if he was caught, he could be hung upside down, etc., etc., taking money from foreign sources. But now you do it openly. You call them, you
Yes.
select traitors, and you give them Pulitzer Prize. For what? For saying Kashmir is disputed territory. Oh,
Yes.
the Indian armed forces are
Yes.
the worst forces in the world. Look at the human rights they are creating. What about the others who are using B-52 bombers to bomb, to put napalm, to maim, to kill, use tanks, artillery? We use only small arms. Why the biggest campaign in the world against the Indian armed forces?
Absolutely. Major
Stop
General
our
G.D.
operation.
Bakshi, very important to put out your voice out there. And I'm sorry I'm having to interrupt you here, but one of the other signatories, Bijon Mishra, is also joining us on this broadcast. Bijon Mishra, I'm also simultaneously going through the letter that has been sent out to the jury. A lot of facts on Kashmir that have been stated, and most importantly, so many truths about Kashmir that are conveniently turned a blind eye to when they try and create this narrative, this false narrative against Kashmir. Really wanting you to take us through the important pointers of this letter and what you're saying to the jury through this.
No, we are only simply saying that you should look at all the truthful information and you should ensure that people who have not been fair with us or they have been anti-national, how can you recognize them? In what manner? And in what way? So we are only as citizens want to make sure that when we are doing something which is very, very personal and internal, and why should external forces be interfering and giving all these kind of, recognition? I am not able to understand when we are, doing things in a very, very legal, open, transparent manner, and people behind the back are going ahead and doing all kinds of, mischievous kind of misleading the citizens and the world. And then we go ahead to recognize them. What is this going on? So this is where I also felt that it is high time we speak up and we don't allow such things to continue. Because we as taxpayers, we have been managing our show and we have been managing very efficiently. And here they're all the time trying to derail us in terms of our work and make us retard in terms of, whatever ground we are winning and wherever we want to make sure we bring peace, tranquility in the country, in the interest of the country and the citizens. And people are all the time trying to, derail us. So this is where we had to voice up. This is not a political issue. This is an issue of citizens in the country. So we have to look at it from that perspective.
And I'm again going through the list of the signatories. It includes 132 noted Indian personalities, from every sphere, literally from journalists to authors to historians to politicians to army veterans to all those who in the larger picture look for the good of the country, and really for you to put this into perspective of how this is a wider network that is working towards that one motive of creating a false narrative, from putting out negative reports to avoiding those who are working towards that, and how this has generated a lot of negative sentiment now, because at a time when we as citizens and collectively the nation is trying to work towards a developing Kashmir, these are the kind of forces who are trying to push us back.
Absolutely. This is where, we have to speak up. We can't be mute spectators. You see, we can't shy away saying that, this is, we are treading into political issues and dimensions. No, it is not. It is nationalistic. It is something to do with our country. It is something to do with our citizens. You see, and it's always been an integral part of our country, and we have been managing it. And we have been managing it so well. But the issue is, the forces which are working behind the back are not allowing it to function, not allowing it to prosper. And this is where we have to speak up. And this is the time when at least I personally decided that I should become a signatory, because I must express my, anger in terms of what's going on. I mean, you are recognizing people who are trying to undermine the democracy, undermine our freedom, undermine all the rights of our citizens, and then creating chaos so that we constantly unproductively waste our, scarce resource in trying to bring in peace and tranquility in these areas. And this is what has prompted at least me to become a signatory, because I also felt very strongly that this is high time, we speak up as citizens. And every time, we always felt,
Absolutely.
that no,
Absolutely.
this could be connoted as a political, dimension and things like that, whereas we are totally apolitical people. And we always believe that what is right, and what is wrong, we have to speak up and say it is wrong. It's not right. So we have to bring the jury to understand these
yes.
issues when they consider. And they just can't think that they're neutral. They have to be neutral. They have to be unbiased. They have to make sure they listen to everybody.
That is most important, very important to put out this point of view. On that note, Major General G.D. Bakshi and Dr. Bijoy Mishra, thank you for joining us on this broadcast and speaking to Republic for our viewers.